Guys, so glad you're joining me today. Today is all about Slavic folk tales. I know, juicy. So get your comfy spot and get your favorite drink and let's get going. First we have Perón and Veles. Perón and Veles Perón was a supreme god. He was like Zeus or Thor, the gods of thunder and lightning. Veles was related to waters. Peru is a fiery and dry and rules the living world from his citadel, which is placed on the top of the highest branch of the world tree. Valus is chaotic, a chaotic god attached to waters, ruling from the roots of the world tree. He is earthly and wet, and since he is the lord of the underworld, ruling the dead. The myth consists of them chasing a serpentine creature, which is Veles. Veles manages to trick him, and escape while transforming into various animals. The belief in the Perón deciding to kill Veles, but to send him to the underworld, the world of the dead where he truly belongs. Next, we have Moran, the goddess of death. The name of this Slavic goddess is different from country to country, so you might hear about Morania, Morzamia, Morena, or Mora. They all refer to the goddess Morena in the pagan Slavic goddess of winter, death, harvest, witchcraft, and nightmares. This bewitching mystical creature is the daughter of spring. Goddess Leda, who represents love and fertility and beauty, and Sarag, the god of fire and black magic. Even though she's known as the goddess of death, Morena's role can also be seen through various stages of transition in human life. She signifies the end of the physical life or for mortals on earth, and her death marks the end of winter and symbolizes the rebirth of spring, represented by the goddess Jade. Morena is a multi-layered figure. Since she joins winter and death together with the rebirth of nature, and thus directing symbolizes the different cycles of humans' life as well as fertility connected with it. Next, we have Vila. It is different in different regions. It outlived Slavic paganism and is mentioned even in modern pop culture. Vilas is mentioned in the Harry Potter series, wherein they represent an incredibly beautiful female humanoid with the ability to drive men uncontrollably wild, mostly with sensual dances. In Slavic mythology, they are stunning but demonized creatures with beauty so unique that it's beyond mortals' imagination, who come from women who are drowned before they got married. They are gorgeous and either naked or dressed in transparent silver robes. Their hair is silky green and long like water grass and crowned with a floral wreath made of flowers and herbs. They come with a price for men who wanted to dance with them. The legend says their charming looks lured men who either danced with them or burned out or came close to the water and drowned. In other stories, this incredibly beautiful creature can shapeshift into animals like snakes, wolves, swans, horses, and falcons. Okay, so last time we talked about Baba Vega. Well, this one is called Baba Yaga. She is easily the most famous myth and is still used in some rural areas. Baba Yaga is a ogress who is said to steal, cook, and eat their victims, which are usually kids. The closest comparison to her personage would be a witch because she rides on a broom or mortar. She used, she's used as a parenting tool to scare children who are being bad. Since she's been said to live in the house far, far inside the woods, it's often used to discourage kids from going too far from home. Her house is quite scary, standing on chicken leg stilts, and is capable of moving around on its own. Could you imagine a house just picking up and just start walking? That would be weird. Even though the character of Baba Yaga is exceptionally creepy, particularly for kids that encounter her, and is linked to murder and cannibalism, she's not all evil. For some lucky ones that face her and manage to outmaneuver her, thus earning her respect, she'll be very happy to help. She's similar to the character in the Brothers Grimm tale of Hansel and Gretel, so the witch in Hansel and Gretel. Next, we have Kikamura. If you've ever had sleep paralysis, you know how terrifying it can be. Imagine having someone sit on your chest while you go to sleep and then trying to strangle you. That's what ancient Slavic tribes believed Kikamura would do. There are quite a few house spirits in the Slavic world with different characteristics. Kikamura emerges as quite an unpleasant female creature, usually deformed or having some animal extremities, like from a dog, a rabbit, or a chicken. This evil house spirit can shapeshift and turn into a beautiful woman. What's really creepy about this one is that she hides in dark places in people's homes, living in the attic or behind fireplaces and stoves. Kikamara can get into your house through a keyhole, and you can notice her presence by like sounds like the ones made by a nibbling mouse. This spirit is blamed for many negative things in the domestic home, from food going bad and causing nightmares. Triglav is up next. Triglav is translated as three-headed. Triglav is portrayed as one three-headed god who unites three Slavic gods. The fusion of gods has heads belonging to Piran, Savrag, or Desbog, or Peran, Sirag, and Svetlav. It's quite popular among southern Slavs, especially across Slovenia and Bosnia and Herzegovina, where the geographical points carry the name of this Slavic deity. Triglav is the highest mountain in Slovenia, and Mount Triglav is the highest peak of the mountain Demora, which is in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The three heads also represent the sky, the earth, and the underworld. Some ancient Slavs believed Triglav's head meant he ruled the three kingdoms of this earth, which were the present, like earth, the future that awaits us, or the sky, and the underworld, or the kingdom of the dead, or the past. He wore golden bindings over his eyes and lips so that he could not see the son of the people or could speak about them. The firebird embodies as an occult supernatural spirit. It's a heavenly bird lit by glorious fires coming down to earth from the heavens. It can be the biggest blessing or the most dangerous threat. If you are brave enough to catch the creature, you could have equal chances of being gifted with the greatest luck or dying in the most terrible way imaginable. This creature is part of many folk tales and has different meanings in different stories. What's similar in each tale is the flames the bird brings with each story, so bright that they light up everything surrounding it, representing a beginning of a long and uneasy journey. It's a lot like the tale of the phoenix, but the only similarity between the two is the fire. The phoenix represents immortality, the divine, the Slavic version of Olympus. The god of thunder, Piran, is portrayed as the eagle, sitting on the crown of the tree, and Valus, the serpentine creature, is at its roots in the underworld. This was followed by the belief that Piran protected people in their homes from Valus, especially during the storms. Valus could have hidden on their houses disguised as a serpent, causing havoc. Slavic mythology is full of wonders explained by the incredible forces in nature, emphasizing the duality of everything. For example, darkness and light, female and male, summer and winter. Even trees, which are portrayed as good or bad. While the firebird represents a treasure that is rare and difficult to possess. Now we go to the tree of life. It might be considered the core of Slavic mythology because it's connected to the creation of the world. In general, trees had a special place in Slavic mythology and are a part of the oldest tradition. Even every tree was connected to the deity to which they confessed their sins, prayed, and gave sacrifices to. For them, a tree was more than just part of nature, and it symbolized the circle of life and cosmic rebirth. The most important tree was the oak tree, or the tree of life. Its roots, the roots of this holy tree symbolizes the underworld. The trunk is the earthly world. Good trees held thoughts and prayers of the bad ones were believed to be demons in them and were used during rituals connected with dark magic. So what'd you think? Which one was your favorite? They were all pretty cool for me. Next up, we're going to be talking about the infamous Winchester House and all its mystery. I know, juicy. So if you like hanging out with me, please hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget that bell so you don't miss an episode. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love and appreciate all of you. Have a good week. Keep it rocking, and I'll see you on the next review.